Namaskaram. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Shri Krishna Vagishayatishwarabhyam Samprapta Chakrankana Bhashya Saram Shri Nutnarangendra Yato Samarpitaswam Shri Krishnamaryam Guruvarya Meede Virodhe Kartike Mase Shatatara Kritodayam Yogacharyam Krishnamaryam Guruvaryamaham Bhaje Krishna Suri Daya Patram Jnanavairagyamushanam Srimat Venkatanathāryam Vandeham Yogadeshikam Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. In the session yesterday, day 12 of Margashirsha, day 12 of Margashirsha, we had explored Tiruvembavai, 12th verse, speaking about Nataraja as the cosmic dancer, with Chidambaram as the heart space of the cosmos, within which Nataraja dances the dance of life, the dance of creation, sustenance, and dissolution, time and time and time again. As you have this imagery of Shiva dancing within the circle of flames, representing endless time, representing the cosmic arena itself, you also have a very beautiful parallel representation of Mahavishnu, one that many of us are very familiar with. And this is going to be our focus for today, day 13 of Dhanur Dhya Sadhana. Kesha Sai, Mahavishnu, resting in a state of Yoga Nidra, in a state of deep Dhyanam, on the coils of Adishesha, floating on the surface of the Kshira Sagara, the Kshiradhi, frothing, the waves froth, making it appear like an ocean of milk. There are a number of representations. This Adishesha representing time itself, Mahavishnu as the creator, resting beyond time, beyond space, the unborn cause of all that is created. Yet another representation is of Mahalakshmi seated along with Mahavishnu as the Divya Dampati. They are the source, the progenitors of this cosmos. She representing Mula Prakriti, Mahavishnu representing Purusha. From the navel of Mahavishnu emerges a lotus seated upon which is Chaturmukha Brahma, the creator, the one who is actively engaged in creation, a representative of the Parabrahman who is given the task of creation. And this is one image that is very well known, often referred to by practitioners of yoga as well, because when we speak of Sthiram and Sukham in asana, call attention to the Sthiram and Sukham represented by Adishesha, who not only bears Mahavishnu upon his folds, being a comfortable resting place, but also holds the universe on his hooves. Yet another very beautiful representation of the same image. Yet another popular representation that holds at its crux the very same idea of creator resting upon creation in an endless, infinite loop of time, is the representation of baby Krishna resting upon a banyan leaf floating on the waters, sucking his right big toe. This is known as Vata Patra Shahi. Vata is banyan leaf, banyan tree. Patra is the leaf of the banyan tree. Shahi, the one who sleeps or who rests. There's a very beautiful story behind the creation of this image that was greatly popularized by the Alvars through their compositions. And we find ample references going back several millennia to Vatapatra Shai images being drawn, being sculpted. In fact, Srivilliputtur, where Andal emerged, where she lived, from where she gave us her timeless teachings. Srivilliputtur is home to the Vatapatra Shai temple, where Bhagavan Vishnu is manifest as Vatapatra Shai. The great Rishi Markandeya had a horrific vision of the great deluge of the Mahapralaya, where he saw in front of his eyes all of creation simply being submerged, being drowned, being swallowed by the flood waters. And he was greatly frightened for the future of creation. And as he closed his eyes in meditation, he saw before him, floating on the water, a beautiful cherubic baby, Krishna, on a large banyan leaf, holding its own big toe and suckling it in its mouth. And he realized that he saw himself being consumed as the baby sucked its own toe. He saw himself being consumed into the mouth of this baby, and he saw himself along with all creation present inside baby Krishna. This is a very beautiful representation of this event, and it shows to us again the cyclicality of Sarga, of creation, sustenance, dissolution. This is the truth behind the Mahayugas, the four yugas, becoming the Chatur Yuga, developing into the Mahayuga. And Indian cosmology, Indian perception of time and space is remarkable. And this representation is of that endless, infinite loop of creation, of life thriving, then of decline. Then there is a flood. Everything, there's a deluge. Everything returns to stasis. There are just the dark waters of time where nothing is there. As the Nasadiya Suktam says, there was nothing before, nothing after. There was just blinding darkness. And suddenly out of that creation sprang again. Now, in the words of T.A. Gopinath Rao, says it is very interesting to compare this conception of God brooding upon the waters of chaos at the time of universal dissolution with that of Vatapatra Shayan, the infant god floating on a banyan leaf in the chaotic waters of the dissolved cosmos, assuring, as it were, that the dissolution of the cosmos is in fact the infancy of its evolution. This is a very beautiful thought. In every end, there is a new beginning. With every beginning, there must come an end. And this is the truth of our life, of our existence. This is the truth represented by Vatapatra Shai. This is the truth represented by Mahalakshmi and Shriman Narayana resting upon Adishesha. This will be the focus for our practice today. I'd like you to sit with your back straight, eyes closed, chin down, take a few breaths as your thoughts settle. Our practice for today is essentially going to focus on the breath. If there is one thing that represents the movement of time, the passage of time, it is our breath. From the moment that we emerge into this world till we let out the last breath. The breath is the vehicle of prana. Prana is Sutratman. The Madhva tradition says, Hari Sarvottama Vayu Jivottama. It is that breath of Mahavishnu that births this cosmos. That is the very prana that flows into us as we inhale, as we exhale. The air we breathe out merges with the cosmic prana, only to be replenished again with every breath. Where there is breath, there is life. There is a very well-known verse that says, Yavat pranastito dehe tavat jivanam uchyate. As long as the prana stays within, as long as the vehicle of breath holds the prana, for us, that long we are alive. And so we will focus today on the breath representing this principle of endless time, infinite loops, the dynamic aspect that keeps us anchored from one moment to the next, from one moment to the next, through every series of changes. Please first breathe in and breathe out. Take 10 to 12 deep breaths. Allow the air to fill in your lungs. Long, deep exhale, gently pulling in the lower abdomen. Now, I'd like you to visualize this quality of sthiram and sukham represented by Adishesha. In asana, we speak of it as stability, stable posture, and yet comfortable. But when it comes to the breath, the inhale represents sthiram, the exhale represents sukham. When it comes to the mind, sthiram and sukham refer to alertness and ease. The breath represents movement. There is movement across time. But when we hold, there is a stopping. And it is only where we pause that we get a glimpse of the Paramatma, of Narayana, who dwells within. I'd like you to breathe. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We will use, to begin with, Pratiloma Ujjayi Pranayama. We will do about 4 rounds of it, which is inhale Ujjayi, exhale left, exhale Ujjayi. Inhale Ujjayi, exhale right, exhale Ujjayi. Simply visualize your breath moving in waves, infinite loops. Inhale and exhale. You can visualize the breath like the waves of the ocean, very gentle as you breathe in and out. I'm only going to give you breathing instructions. Just visualize your breath flowing in, flowing out with sthiram and sukham, pratiloma, ujjayi. Inhale, ujjayi. Exhale, through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, right nostril. Inhale, right nostril. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, Ujjayi. One last cycle. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, Ujjayi. Now just take a few normal breaths. Where do we experience silence? In the pause. I'd like you to breathe in. Take a deep breath in. Let your mind simply focus on the breath. Let there be sthiram and sukham as you do this, as represented by Adishesha. Reach the peak of your inhale. Then just chant Om in your mind when you hold. Don't chant aloud. Chant Om as you hold. Exhale, let the breath out. On the hold after exhale, again chant Om. Again, inhale and exhale represent breath, represents that cyclical, the continuity of time that passes, connecting us from moment to moment. But in between every movement of the breath, just hold on to Omkara. Omkara is the Vachaka that represents Ishvara. So just try in your mind, chant Om on the hold after the inhale and the exhale. Please do it for a few minutes. I will tell you when to stop. As you do this, simply be aware of the continuous ebb and flow of time. Life happens over time. This is the truth that is represented by our breath. which is the vehicle for prana. Prana is Atma Saka. It is the companion of the Atma. That is the divine himself, the supreme. Just hold this connection inside your mind. As you do this, hold on to the pause. Visualize with every pause that Omkara shining in your mind. So it's in the pause that there is a revelation of the truth. It is only when seeking, when movement stops, that truth reveals itself. So hold the pause, embrace the pause, experience the pause. As you pause, just chant Om.
Please continue to breathe in this manner. Just inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Keep your attention firmly fixed on the breath, on the pause. Bring Sthiram and Sukham into your posture. Back straight, chin down, eyes closed. Make sure you're comfortably seated. Sthiram and Sukham in the breath. Deep, long inhale. The slow exhale. Sthiram and Sukham in the mind. Attention to the breath, the Omkara in the pause, in the hold, and Sukham, peace as you do this. I will focus now on chanting the Adi Sheshashtakam. As you do this, I will do this very softly, but I request you to please keep your attention firmly fixed on the breath. It is through the regulation of the breath, that regulation of the mind. And it is this that leads us to the capability of fixing the mind on any chosen object of dhana. Jagat Janma Sthiti Layan Purvan Shri Ramaya Saha Yasmin Shete Modamanaha Tasmai Sheshaya Om Namaha. प्राणान् सप्तगतीन् यस्तु सप्त प्राकारमातनोत् श्रीशमण्डपनिर्माणे तस्मै शेषाय ॐ नमः। स्वस्वामि सेवाकरणे अपवर्गनिवारकम् ततानयो महाभाष्यम् तस्मै शेषाय ॐ नमः। स्वपनामण्डलं यो वै उषाचक्रं चकारः स्वामिने स्वस्य मधुरम् तस्मै शेषाय ॐ नमः। आदिकिङ्करकूटानां पराराधनरूपिणा आदिशेष इति ख्यातः तस्मै शेषाय ॐ नमः। श्रीशसेवाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् गात्रचित्तविशोधकम् अष्टाङ्गयोगं तेनेयः तस्मै शेषाय ॐ नमः। स्वतो भास्वत्स्वरूपस्य शेषकैङ्कर्यरूपकम् चक्रे फणामणिज्योतिः तस्मै शेषाय ॐ नमः। मृदुलं धवलं चाल्पशीतलं विस्तृतं तथा आसनं पुच्छविन्यासात् तस्मै शेषाय ॐ नमः। आदिशेषाष्टकमिदं कृष्णयोगिकृतं मुदे शालिनो आदिशेषेणि भवद्भिः कृताञ्जलिः. Keep your mind fixed on the breath. Inhale and exhale as slowly as you can. Try to hold in your mind a quiet space. Bring your attention to the destination that Adishesha leads us. That's Thiram and Sukham, the body, breath, speech, and mind lead us to, which is Ranghanatha, resting upon bodies of Adishesha. The beginning and the culmination, the source and our destination. Just holding your mind this visual, Narayana, Sri Ranganatha, along with Ranganayaki, they are literally hero and heroine of this Ranga cosmic arena as Purusha and Prakriti. It is they who are the Dhya Dampati progenitors, Viswayas. Hold this visual in your mind for a minute. In your mind, offer your salutations to Sri Ranganatha. Shri Adisheshashayini Ranganatha Namo Namah. Shri Adisheshashayini Ranganatha Namo Namah. Shri Adisheshashayini Ranganatha Namo Namah. Kayena vacha manasendriyaiva बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि। सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।
Slowly let go of this visual. Simply breathe in silence for a minute. Offer your salutations to Sri Ranganatha, the source and the destination, the one who rests on Adishesha, showing us the principle of life that is positioned within timeless eternity. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. Thank you so much for joining me today, day 13 of Dhanur Dhya Sadhana. We meet again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. Namaskar.